There we go. It was tilted. So, good evening. How is everybody doing on this wonderful Friday? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a good week. And man, I tell you, time is just rocketing, rocketing by so fast. Here we are into October, and wow, time flies when you're having fun, I guess. So, anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys are having, like I said, I hope you had a great week. Hope you had a good day. Hope everybody is safe this weekend and has a good and productive weekend. So, all right. So I got to tell you, I'm going to mention this really quickly to start with, and we'll see how it goes this month. So this is day one. I have decided, and so actually I'm drinking water tonight. Um, I may do a green tea here and there. I'll be honest with you, especially in the live streams. I like drinking my green tea, but I am going to be very, very disciplined this month. I've already decided that no fast food, no sweets, pies, cookies, candy, any of that good stuff that I love so much. I'm literally, I'll tell you what, like you see these crack addicts, right, and the meth heads and heroin addicts. That's me with candy. I get all sweaty. Candy. But anyway, that's my weakness. That's my Achilles heel. So um, I've decided this month I'm doing, like I said, no candy or no sweets altogether. That's cookies, pies, candy of any type and stuff like that. Uh, no pop and no fast food. So, and then obviously, yeah, eliminating just those things. The pounds should quickly, yeah, it should activate it. I should probably lose a lot. I plan on, and then obviously I'm exercising. Just moving stone is a good thing. I'm not sure if the green tea has sugar, but I just figured since it was day one, I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to try to do a lot of fasting as well. Try to limit when I do eat, and when I do eat, make sure it's healthy. Since it was Friday, I did do a fish fry tonight, but I don't eat the skin. I just eat the fish. So I did do that this evening. But so far, day one has been good. Now, I am sure, give it day two and three, I'm probably the cravings are going to start. If I once I get through the first week, I think that I'll be just fine. I think I'll be just fine. Yeah, I'm sure it does have sugar in it, Randy. I'm sure it does. But anyway, so I'm trying to, like I said, I have a goal. I set a goal for the month, and I won't tell you what it is now. But when I reach that goal, I will let you know. And I'm going to see if how it goes. And in all honesty, if it goes well and I achieve the results that I want to achieve, I will continue to push it forward past. I'll just limit myself, maybe like one treat a week or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to. Yes, I did have lemon in my water this evening. So I did do that as well. So that's not a bad thing either. But so we'll see how it goes. Day one is not so bad, but I'm definitely guarantee you I will. Raw honey should be okay. I don't think honey would be an issue um, because it's a natural thing. So I might. That's a good idea, JJ. I might start drinking a lot of my regular hot tea, and we are getting colder, so it is almost hot tea season. So we'll see. But yeah, I could do that. That's like a small type of cheap, but it's natural. So, but anyway, um, so that's what I'm doing. So if you see me and I seem to be a little cranky in a couple days, you will know why. So yeah. So anyway, so that's what's going on. But I have a goal set in mind, and I'm going to be exercising steadily uh, today. Moving stone. I got a big old pile out there. That'll take me a little bit of time to work on that. I will be also going back down to West Virginia within a couple of weeks. So I know that I will put some miles on walking when I get down to West Virginia. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And so I sub apple cider vinegar for lemon. Oh, okay. I'm sure that works. That would definitely work as well. So, all right. So we're going to talk about why crime is skyrocketing. So we're going to get into that in a moment. If you just give me a minute, I figured I would just do jumping jacks, push-ups, and walking. Yeah, like I said, I have a game plan. Today was obviously working with Stone, and believe me, when you do that workout, that is enough. And if you were watching, if you saw my earlier video today, when I'm loading up the wheelbarrow, I rotate sides. And the reason I'm doing that is because you're twisting like this, and you're not just doing it one way. You're not just doing it here. You're one this way, then one that way. You are working on your core, and I think that is just go to a trampoline park, and that'll get you in great shape. I'm sure it would. I would. I see your loyal trolls checked in with 10 hates. Oh well, they are devoted. They absolutely are devoted. So, but I was doing the twist exactly. But believe it or not, that just doing it that way, you are absolutely working your core muscles, and that's a good thing. So, but so I got a game plan, and we'll see how it goes. But what the funny part is, Heather looks at me. She goes, "I know you, Dad." She goes, "Once you set your mind to something, that's it." She goes, "So I know you're going to do it," and I am. I'm going to do it, and it's just a matter of discipline and setting that plan and going from there. So, but yeah, I just it's I've been busy this year, and traveling a lot, and with doing that, unfortunately, a lot of times comes fast food, and so I want to get that. Like today was, like I said, I was doing a lot of water today, just trying to flush my system out and stuff like that. So, all right. So before we get rocking and rolling into this, I do want to remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly channel, and I would ask you all to be decent in the chat, no racism, no nastiness. And if you can't abide by those easy, simple rules, those awesome people that you see lit up in blue will boot you out of here. We're not going to have it. It's not. We have good chats here. We got a good group of people, and it's going to stay that way. Hey, Prepper Ed, we have to watch out for each other on America. We cannot look to our. I think he meant to say servants any longer. So I think you're talking about the politicians. Now we do have to watch out for each other. There's no doubt about that. Terrence Parker Jr. said, "Ed, the wheelbarrow must be heavy with all those rocks in it." It's a good workout. It is absolutely a good workout. Yeah, we got to do this real quick, guys. We're at 8 minutes in here. We got 324 watching. Got 141 thumbs up. Let's shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel if you have not done so already. We're at less than 50%, which is not acceptable. So please shoot that thumbs up to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time for doing so. It also really does help with the algorithms as well. It pushes us up higher in the rankings, so I do appreciate it for that reason as well. So thank you for doing it for that reason too. I also like to see a lot of thumbs up. It's part of the game, of course. I like to see where we end up with. Also, if you are not subscribed, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. I lost 80 pounds in the hospital from bad food. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give a quick shout out to somebody here really quickly. And they have done a tremendous job losing weight. And that is going to be Joe from St. Bernard Acres. Now, if you watch Joe from St. Bernard Acres at all, he just posted a picture on Facebook, his regular page, because we're friends on Facebook as well. And he's retired now. He has dropped 69 pounds. He was showing a picture of him wearing a 36 pant, and he said he hasn't worn a 36 pant since he got married to his wife, and they've been married forever and a day. So Joe looks fantastic. So I definitely got to take my hat off to Joe. I think he's done a great job. He's lost, like I said, a ton of weight, and I know he's doing a lot of bicycling is part of what he's doing. And good for him. Good for him for being proactive and taking care of himself. I think that's an awesome thing to do. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that. So again, there's a shout out to a channel, St. Bernard Acres. He's got a place up in Ohio, and Joe is also in West Virginia. So, but Yep. So I'd watched the documentary Fed Up in regards to sugar in our foods. Well, I'll tell you, there is, if you guys remember the guy that did a challenge of eating nothing but McDonald's for 30 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he did a challenge, and his cholesterol went way up, and his blood pressure went way up, and he gained weight. He felt sluggish all the time. It was really, really an interesting thing, and it was pretty cool to see it supersized. Yep, supersized me. Yep, North Shore Preparedness, right on top of it. Good. I'm glad you. I couldn't remember what the show what he did, but that was unbelievable. Yep, there's a link, guys, for St. Bernard Acres with Joe. So if you want to check out his channel, feel free to do so. So, but anyway, so let's get now we're like 11 minutes into this chat and I haven't talked about the topic at all. So why don't we get on topic? Wouldn't you? I guess you guys might like that, right? Um, yeah, I watched that. It was many years ago. Super Size Me was, and it just kind of showed you how unhealthy all that fast food is, and it really, really is. So then there's a guy who lost a lot of weight eating Subway. It's all in choices. It's always in choices. It's if we decide to push away from the table or not push away from the table. I'm going to talk about something really quick. We're going to get into the topic. I promise you. All right. When you are overweight or fat or obese, and I know it's like not politically correct to use those terms, and oh my goodness, how dare people say those type of things, but it affects your health. All right. And when the flu comes around, you are more adversely affected by that because of your lifestyle choices. If you are inactive, if you are, hugely overweight, it definitely makes a difference of how well your body's going to fight anything that's coming along. Now, I'm fortunate enough that I get enough exercise on a regular basis, just doing things around here that I normally do, that I do get exercise. So I'm fortunate that way. And I know as when I get down to West Virginia, being more active down there, it's going to shed pounds just doing that alone. So I would encourage all of you, anybody, and I'm not skinny, guys. I don't claim to be skinny. I don't claim to be some kind of super health freak expert. No, I'm overweight. Will be the first to admit that, and like I said, I just made a decision that I'm going to do something about it. And we all have to come to that conclusion. It's what we all need to. We all have to want to, and then do it. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. So, but I just like I said, if you look at what is going on and the underlying thing that's not talked about with our current situation in our society, again, the United States, the fattest country in the world, scary, right? We eat a tremendous amount of processed foods, lots and lots and lots of sugar. Guilty as charged. Okay, so it's not like I'm, sitting up here in judgment of people. I am not. Okay. Um, Nikki Rhodes says lost 51 pounds here and still working on it. Congratulations, Nikki. That's awesome. And any of us can do it. And so I'm challenging myself. And the reality is, and what I told Heather was, if I get to the 30 days and I reach my goals that I want to reach as far as weight loss and feeling better and all that, I'm just going to keep going with it, and just see where it goes from there. But, you know, it, uh, it's choices. It's all choices. And, and like I said, for me, my absolute 100% weakness is sweets. Love them. Love them. JJ says, what's your goal for losing weight? 10, 15, 20 pounds. What I'm looking to do, and on reality, I got on the scale this morning, and I won't tell you what the weight was, but I didn't like where it was. It was starting to creep back up again. My immediate goal is 10 pounds. And so if I can lose 10 pounds in a month, and I'm not, and if let's say I lose more, I'm not going to be like, okay, I lost the 10 pounds. I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing before. No, I'm not going to. Um, my guess is your weight about 240. Not even close. No, I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it like this. My highest weight ever was 228. Now I'm a solid dude and I'm a big dude, but I've never weighed 240 in my life. No, and I will tell you what happened when I hit 228. I started having sleep apnea and waking up in the nights when I was sleeping, and I was like, oh no, oh no, this is not going to go. So that's why, I initially dropped some weight, and I did some intermittent fasting earlier this year, and that worked fantastic, and I got down really, really good doing that. But I was still with that intermittent fasting in that 4 hour window that I would give myself to eat each day. Um, I was eating all kinds of crap. So I think I want to try to still do intermittent fasting, but when I do that, make healthier choices. So, all right. And we are completely off topic still. So we're getting back on topic for a little while anyway, I promise. All right. So, crime has absolutely skyrocketed. Skyrocketed. It is unbelievably bad. Rapes, murders, robberies, all these type of things are up exponentially across almost every major city. M Hammer was 297, now 242. Um, my 242, I can see my belt buckle. Some men at 242, they look like they're going to drop twins. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Well, congratulations on your weight loss that you've done so far there, M Hammer. Good for you, and I'm glad to hear that. So, but if you look at the policies that have been put into place, and I'm not trying to get political, guys, because I'm not part of any kind of political party. I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I don't do any of that. I hate politics. So I don't want you to think I'm rah, 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 anything. But the reality is, in Democratic run cities where they have enacted catch and release programs, New York being one of the places where they're doing that, okay? Where they are doing all this kind of crazy stuff, and these people are getting out. There was just a case, and I'll give you an example. There was a case here just recently. A young man was arrested for rape, and so normally you would think we put this kind of an a-hole in jail, right, and let him rot there till their court date, and especially allegations of rape are two different things, but it was severe enough that he was charged that they set bail and he was put in jail. Well, he made his bail and he's back out on the street. I mean, the next day. And I have a problem with that. Um, I have a huge problem with that. And so, we've had people that were in that catch and release program that the governments are doing now in different cities, and they got out and they murdered people where normally that would not have happened. So, it is a huge issue, and it is continuing to happen. And a lot of it is a direct result of everything that happened last year with the whole defund the police. Okay, now I will tell you this, guys. I will, I'll always be honest with you. Um, the best advice, and I will be using this for myself in the future. If you are dealing with a police officer, use the right to remain silent. Do not incriminate yourself. Do not give statements unless you are talking with a lawyer. If they're going to charge you, they're going to charge you. If you think that, well, I'm innocent, and I know I'm innocent, and I know I haven't done anything wrong, and then you voluntarily give statements and you say what happened and you tell the truth, a lot of times you're going to get jammed up. It happens, okay? But if I would always encourage you guys, if you are dealing with the police in any way, shape, or form, is use that right to keep your mouth shut and shut your mouth and say, I don't have anything else to say. I will talk to my lawyer, once I talk to a lawyer. So that's probably the best advice I can give you with that. But in the same time, the police do serve a very important purpose. And I do believe that. Okay. They call it the thin blue line for a reason. There is a thin line between total anarchy and civilization. And the police are that line. They are the ones that keep the peace, if you will. Now, yes, are some of them on power trips? Absolutely. Won't deny that for a second. But I will tell you what, I truly believe, in my heart, I believe that a majority of those police officers are not bad people. I really do believe that. Okay. And so, you know, with saying that, you know, in any profession out there, guys, there's going to be bad apples. There's going to be always. I don't care what profession it is. There's going to be bad actors, bad apples that are going to ruin it for other people. It happens all the time. But this whole defunding the police, and then they start doing that, and they cut back the police funding, and you had, under a microscope, you've had so many police officers, veteran police officers, retire early, or you've had other police officers that have been doing it for a while, have quit the force and got off the force and gone on to do something else. That hurts us as a society. It does. And so my dad's neighbor got busted for drugs. He told his lawyer, let me speak during court. He incriminated himself bad. Newspapers said they didn't have much evidence until then. Yeah. And that's exactly it right there. You shut up. You let the lawyer do their job. You know, I've made the mistake myself, you know, doing something that you don't see as an issue and they want to make it an issue, you're screwed, until things get straightened out. But, it happens. It happens all the time, guys. So that's why whenever you see somebody in the paper and they're charged with X, Y, and Z, and I'm not talking about sexual assault or things like that, I'm just talking about regular whatever. There's always three sides to that story. Always three sides to that story. So, but I'm going to say, you need to really focus on what's happening is because of the mass exodus of police from the police forces, they've had, like I said, a ton of retirements, a ton of people resigning. You're losing good officers when that happens. And that definitely affects everything else. And these new guys that they're bringing in, who knows? New Hampshire police threatened to walk off if forced jab. Well, that's happening a lot too. That's happening a lot too. That's all those mandates are going into effect, and a lot of people are losing their jobs. And the local paper here, okay, said hundreds. I believe that number is much, much higher. I absolutely believe it's much, much higher. This dude got 48 years. Meth is no good. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a long time. Yeah, you let your lawyer do his job. You shut up. You pay him, and don't self-incriminate. So, but anyway, the new group of police officers that they're having coming in there don't have that experience. They don't know how to deal with situations where the older veteran cops do. And that's kind of where they don't have that guidance like they would have in the past because so many of these officers are leaving. But the whole premise of the catch and release nonsense, criminals, they have no fear. First of all, let me be clear on something. Criminals, they go to jail. If you're a lifelong criminal and you've been doing crime your whole life, um, second offense, he sold to minors. Yeah, well, good. Then I'm glad he got 48 years. He should have got 48 years. Um, when I've lost my train of thought. Hold on one second. Criminals, like I said, they just don't care about the laws. They're never going to care about the laws. Any laws you enact, it's not going to curtail criminals. They're going to continue to do what they do, and if they get caught, they go to jail, and they don't care. They really don't. They do their time, they get out, and they go right back to doing whatever they were doing before. Now, not all of them. Let me just say that before somebody jumps in here and says, "Well, I did this much time and I got out, and I'm, a good citizen now." Well, congratulations and good for you. But if you look at the numbers suggest that the majority of people will reoffend, will go back to jail. It happens. Or they're, violated for a parole violation because, they just had to go and smoke that joint, So um, it is what it is. But we have a absolute huge, major, major issue going on as they continue to enact laws to disarm citizens from protecting themselves. That's an issue. When you have laws that say that if Joe Blow breaks into my house and I shoot him, then I end up going to jail. I think that's absolutely wrong. Okay, I think that's absolutely wrong. You know, the laws are not geared for you and I, the average law-abiding citizen. Okay, they're not. Navajo Nation, Arizona, pushing the. Oh, are they really? Sorry, Marissa. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it is okay. It's just it is amazing to me. I'm just gonna say that it's just I find it fascinating. Oh my God, let's talk about Kamala Harris for a minute. Oh boy, she put her big old foot, and I mean big old foot, in her mouth this time. And they're trying to do damage control right now because she's an idiot, the laughing hyena. So she was at some liberal college. Imagine that. Shocking, shocking, hard to believe, I know. I think it might have been Brown. So all these people were there to see her. And some woman that was half Iranian and half something else. I can't remember what the other half was. And she was talking about, she was saying that the Jewish people in Israel are doing genocide against whoever it was, the Palestinians or whoever the case may be. Uh, Carmela, it's Carmela, isn't it? I don't know how to say her name. I usually just say Harris, and you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so she agreed with this woman, right? What this moron doesn't remember is Israel's our ally. Now, you may not like Jewish people, you may not like Israel, you may not like what Israel's doing, but as the vice president of this country, you got to realize they are our ally. Yeah, Carmela. That's what I said. I said it right. But Israel's our ally. We give a lot of money to Israel, and that's when the talking point was all the money that we give to Israel, and of course they use it for weapons, and then they do what they do. Yeah, of course you would support the Palestinians who have been attacking Israel for centuries. Of course, that's how it goes. And then I always love it that they make it like the Israelis are the aggressors. Oh, those horrible Israelis because they fight back, because they have superior weaponry, because of us. You know, Israel. Why are they our ally? Because you got to understand there is a lot of money involved with that, and you know there is they are an extension of us in a way. In a way, Israelis and Jewish people are totally different, in my opinion. Israelis are tough, hard nosed people. They don't take no crap. The men and women all join the military. They don't have a choice. And then they're on inactive reserves for, like, I think until they're 60, something like that, because they are not a huge country and they're surrounded by people who hate them and want to kill them. So, you know, but they take care of their business and we support them. It is what it is. Um, and that it's complicated. I don't think it's all cut and dry. I'm not, well, I'm trying to simplify it, Mary. I'm trying to simplify it, but they are our ally. But at the end of the day, regardless of what's involved or how it's involved, they're our ally. And so, as the vice president of the country, you cannot agree with somebody that is saying that the Jews are committing genocide against another group of people. You can't. You have to be smarter than that. Okay. Wait, you support Israel? I didn't say I supported Israel. I didn't say I supported Israel. I don't listen, man. People, stop putting words in my mouth. Okay, I didn't say I support Israel. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. I don't care what country you are, where you're from. I take people on an individual basis. What I am saying in this chat right now, the United States of America, Israel is our ally. Again, if you like it, don't like it, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that's a fact. And what I'm also saying is the vice president of the country that supports Israel, our country, the United States of America, she needs to keep her mouth shut if she has a personal opinion, and if she doesn't like Israel or doesn't like the Jews or whatever the case may be, she needs to shut up. That's a fact. and now they're doing damage control because of that. So, I have. I'm going to tell you what. I have no problem with Israel. Uh, I don't have any problem with Jewish people at all. I don't hate them. I could care less. They worship God in their own way. Fantastic. Great. Good for them. Okay. I have nothing against Muslim people. They worship their God in their own way. Good for them. So, you know, it is amazing to me, you know, how people want to try to put words in your mouth and say whatever. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't. If you're a cool person and you're cool with me, I'm going to be cool with you. That's the bottom line. That's the way I roll. So, you know, so it just, again, but Israel is our ally. End of the day, like it or dislike it, that's a fact. So we support Israel. We always have, and most likely we always will. You have to understand there is a lot of money in this country, okay, that is going to continue to support them, and that's just the way it goes. So yes, and thank you. Michael Carr just said there is evil in every color and religion. You are exactly 100% correct. You know, it's 100% will never. There's good and bad in everyone. And somebody just wanted to talk about, where is that? The USS Liberty. We will never forget. Yes, Israel attacked our ship. They whatever that was all about. But you got to also remember, guys. You look at all the false flags that have happened, and if you want to, you know, go back to Pearl Harbor, my personal opinion, I'm giving you my opinion. I'm not basing it based on fact. I'm basing this on opinion. My opinion is that Pearl Harbor was allowed to happen to make us come into World War II. That's my opinion. So, something big. I don't think Ed is Jewish. No, I'm not Jewish. Not a Jewish bone in my body. Sorry. Whatever. If you're fishing for a reason to say I support something or whatever, I'm a German. Sorry, Black Forest. So, and I know there's German Jews. Oh my God, there's German Jews. They didn't kill them all. You know, people really need to get a grip. Not a Jewish hair on my head. Oh, that's funny. I like that. That's very funny. It just people are so ridiculous. And you know what? Realistically, who cares if I was? What difference would that make? Now I'm not, but what difference would it make if I was? I have Jewish friends. Ooh. Guess what? I also have Muslim friends. Imagine that. Crazy. How could that possibly be? To like people for themselves and not because of what religion they are and what color they are? How scary is that? Boy, you better not tell that to the government. They won't like that at all. Oh, it's amazing. It truly blows me away. It's absolutely amazing. Yep, we are all one race, and that's the human race. Exactly. Exactly. And they say it all the time. You know, any of us, we all bleed red. That's the end of the day. We all bleed red. I have human friends too. There you go, Candace. I like that. A lot of my friends are human beings too. Some of them I'm not sure if they're human or not, but I think for the most part they are. Such silliness. People always want to be decisive. They always want to have a reason to. Oh, wait a minute. What are you saying? Let me be clear, and I'll say it very, very clearly once again. I don't hate anybody. I don't, because it's a waste of time and energy, and hate only hurts the person who hates. So that's never going to happen because I don't have the time to waste. I have too many positive things that I want to do, so I don't hate anybody. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care if you are vaxxed or unvaxxed. If you're cool with me, I'm going to be cool with you. If you're a jerk and I figure out you're a jerk, I'm not going to have anything to do with you. Ed, did you get your gravel done? Did you see my pile of gravel? You think I did that all in one day? I worked on it today. I'm going to work on it tomorrow, and I'm going to work on it the next day. So that'll be a good workout. So I just do what I can. I'm not again. I'm not on any kind of time clock, and I'm getting spots that need to be hit with stone, and it makes me happy to see something now like where the picnic table was. I got that's all squared away under there now. That makes me happy. So it's going to take me a while to get that stone done, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm not. They hate us because they're jealous. You know what? And I agree. I agree. A lot of people are just, they're petty. They're too lazy, and that's what it really, realistically, folks. To be honest with you, do you have a trailer for your four wheeler? I feel that would make your life 1,000 times easier. When I take the four wheeler down there, I could probably take it in the back of the truck. Is my thought when I do that. So, there is. I'm not sure how I may trailer it then. If I have to rent a trailer, I'll rent a trailer. But we'll see. I'm not sure how that's going to go yet. These next couple of trips, I'm definitely not going to be taking it. So, but in the spring, I'll get it down there in the spring. You have any Russian friends, Ed? You know what? Absolutely. I have a young man that is part of my group that's from the Ukraine, and I know the Ukraine and Russia are different, but good dude, hard working dude. I'll give him that. Married an American woman, has a couple of kids. I think he's got two, three kids, something like that. So, you know, like I said, I could care less what your background is. I really don't. So, like I said, I have an Hispanic person that's in my group. Oh my God, I'm letting a non-white person in. Can you believe that? I'm a skinhead. How could I possibly do that? Ridiculous. People are ridiculous. Anyway, um, let's see what was. But anyway, like I said, so false flags have been going on forever and a day. All right, forever and a day, and they're going to continue to go on. And will there be another false flag moving up? Sure will. Absolutely guaranteed will happen. We will use that, and I say we, our government, will use that as a reason to have a new person to will you breed Hella or have your dog fixed? The other two dogs are fixed. Caesar and Pandora are fixed. They're brother and sister, so I got them fixed right away. Hella is just finishing up her first time going into heat, and I do plan on breeding her. Not a whole bunch. I'll probably breed her once or twice, and then I will get her fixed. I'm not wearing that dog out. I think she's an awesome dog, but I definitely want some of her puppies. And when I breed her, I'm going to find the biggest male German Shepherd that I can find and let him have at it. And there is Heather with Miss Stella.
I'm gonna angle it so they can see her.
Try to angle it.
Yep.
Well, we'll just do
over
this.
talking to Becky.
Oh, there she is. They got a good view of her. Little Stella. Yeah.
She's the biggest baby.
Oh.
The way that she wants to cuddle with me constantly and play with me all the time.
Yeah,
and she just purrs and purrs.
She's been a very nice addition to the family.
She's mine through and through.
Yeah, she's definitely was because Heather locked her up in a room and tied a rope around her,
right.
So the cat couldn't get away from her.
We're handcuffed to one another.
That's right. No, it was a good thing. They bonded very well. I should I tell them what you said to me?
Well, what?
So Heather says to me, I was really worried that the cat would like you better, so that's why I kept her in my room for longer than I needed to. A lot of animals love me, so they're drawn to me, and I like animals. So, but
But even you're a little bit jealous. He's like, oh, she doesn't purr the way she does with you when I hold her.
Well, no, she's a little snot. She's a baby.
Yeah, she's very purry with me, but Otherwise, she's like, I'll tolerate this, I suppose.
All right. Also, we'll do another cat sighting really quickly. Hold on.
I just brought Moose in.
There's Mr. Lucy in his
Grandma was
box.
like, please take him in.
So Lucy sleeps there at night. I have a box, and I got one of my like lightweight blankets in there.
That's been there for years now.
Yeah,
That's
that's his spot. So he likes to get up in there and sleep. Max is not in the house at the moment. Otherwise, he would be at the top of my bed. That's where he sleeps. So.
All right, well, I wanted to pop in and say hello. So.
All right. Um, Ed was digging through gravel looking for pennies. Oh my God,
Just
Mr. Rose, that's
donate
funny.
to you. How kind.
What's that?
Just to donate those pennies to you.
That's right. That's right. Thank you very much for that donation. That's funny. But anyway, oh, Miss Molly. Yeah, Miss Molly's that. She's a good cat. I like Miss Molly. She's definitely my cat. So no, I am good with cats. We got 8. We're back to 8 again. Most of my cats are all older though now. So most of my cats also. We got little Miss Stella. So she's the latest addition. You got to figure the boys, Caesar or Gelko and Abel, they're 3 already.
I got a photo a couple days ago of them on me, and they were babies.
Oh, really?
3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah. So they're 3 already, which makes their mom probably closer to 4. She wasn't a year. I know she wasn't a year. So. Who is PNP? That was an unusual comment. I missed something. So, but anyway, a lot of these things that are going on, in my opinion, I'm going to give you my opinion when it comes to the increase in crime and everything else. I think it's being done for a purpose to keep people afraid, so they can enact tougher laws that will do absolutely no good. Uh, you know, it's a problem. It is absolutely a problem. They want to get out the older officers. The I want you to think about this. This is something just a food for thought. Okay, food for thought. When you have sheriffs and different people across the country that said we are not going to follow that unconstitutional law, whatever it may be, whatever is enacted by the powers that be in Washington D.C. Okay, yeah, laws work in Chicago, don't they? Yeah, it's a great example. That's a great example. It is unbelievable. It's unfathomable to me that that city continues to be such a cesspool of crime. But I guess it must be okay because a majority of the crime is black on black crimes, and that's perfectly acceptable. If blacks are killing blacks, I guess that's okay. Heaven forbid though that a white person goes there and does something, then that would be awful. And then you'll have the NAACP, all the whatever ALCU, all those people would go crazy. But as long as they kill each other, I guess that's perfectly fine. It's not. I'm saying that sarcastically. I hope you realize that something could be done. Something needs to be done with the situation in Chicago, and it's crazy the number of people on a regular basis that are killed in Chicago. Scary. Yeah, I think Chicago started because a bunch of New Yorkers decided to up and move west. That's funny. That's funny. So, but you know, it is it is unfortunate that things continue to go down the toilet like they do. Um, you're not really hearing a whole lot about the BLM anymore, are you? Or maybe you are. I haven't been hearing anything much about the BLM. I guess they've solved all the problems because they got rich. The people that were running it, buying houses, isn't that nice? And every idiot that donated to that cause, well, a lot of that money went right to the Democratic Party anyway, as we know, right? But you know what amazes me? Okay, so the Californians are moving to the Austin area. A lot of Californians are going to Texas, Tennessee, different places. The only problem is they once they've destroyed California with their liberal mindset and the crazy laws, they take that mindset with them when they move to this new area and they vote that way again, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. It makes no sense to me. I never will understand it. They didn't like it. The taxes got too high because of everything that they allowed to have happen. I mean, you are allowed in San Francisco to defecate in the street. I mean, how sick is that? What is wrong with that? Why is that okay? I don't understand it. It's okay to have areas where the junkies can go and shoot up so that they can be in peace. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So yeah, probably lost their funding. Well, all the big businesses that were giving them all kinds of money to show that they were on the side. They were on their side. Maybe they stopped. Yeah, nothing will change in Chicago. No, until they do something about it, nothing will change. And it's unfortunate. And there's a lot of young men and women dying and going to prison for what? For a block on the street, you know? So it just, I don't know, like I said, that stuff amazes me that it continues to go on like that it continues to happen. And nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care. But heaven forbid, if somebody white, like an officer, I saw a video the other day, and again, I always I hate that they take and they cherry pick things. Well, there was a thing where a black woman had her children in the car, and it would have been a ticket. It would have just absolutely been a ticket. And she drove off. The police officer was on a motorcycle, and he stopped her again. The other cops came. They were telling her to get out of the car. She's flipping out on them. They ended up having to tase her, take her out of the car. She ended up getting arrested. It ended up being a lot worse than it had to be. It's a ticket. Take your ticket. You know what? Is it fair? It is the way it is. You suck it up. Me personally, I want to go home at the end of the day. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to take it, and and that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to play that game. Do I like tickets? Absolutely not. But I'd rather get a ticket and go on about my day than get 8 tickets and go to jail. So I love it that Obama is now openly criticizing Biden's border crisis. Well, he did it himself. Um, he allowed that to happen. You know, it's just we are watching the destruction of America. In my opinion, we're crumbling from within, absolutely crumbling from within. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to have pockets of people in different areas that are going to band together, that are going to work together, and that's how it's going to go. You know, a lot of Californians are moving to Idaho, Oregon, and Washington State. Yeah, well, I mean, they've already, like I said, they tax the crap out of California, where people can't afford to be there. It's happening in New York, folks. It happens all the time here. People get to a point. People get to a point where they're like, okay, I'm done. There might be good jobs here, but they're going to get out of here because we are taxed to death. Other than California, I think we're the second highest taxed state. It's nuts, And then they always want to just keep taxing us more. Oh, that's why we didn't do eggs. I know, what are you at 48 here? Look at me, I'm way behind. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I get rolling on stuff, and it just kind of happens. So anyway, let's do an egg count. But before we do an egg count, let's do another thumbs up first. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you ahead of time. I do appreciate that. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithms. So I thank you for that reason as well. So, and again, I like to see a lot of thumbs up as part of the game. So also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. All right. All right. If you had the same exact guess, a lot of you had the right guess today. If you had the same guess as Tim Spa with 6 eggs, then you are 100% correct today. Quite a few of you were right on the money with that. So, yeah, they did all right. Now, Thick Neck has not laid. probably in about 5 days, but she is molting. I see she's got a lot of new feathers coming in, so she's taking a break and growing some feathers. A few of the other hens are also doing the same thing. I think a lot of the eggs that I'm getting are from my newer hens. I think my newer hens are really starting to lay because they got all their feathers. so, like I said, I'll take 6. But yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good. So, Thick Neck, she's one of my favorites. Her and Red, they're awesome. And then my two new Rhode Island Reds are pretty cool birds too. So I like the birds. They're fun. It's a good time. But so somebody said Pinball was in the chat. Well, welcome Pinball. Glad you're here. I know we have the event down in Tennessee coming in less than, well, little over 2 weeks on the 16th, I believe. If I'm correct. Let me just double check because I could be wrong. I will tell you the date here in a second, folks. Yes, the 16th. The 16th of October, Pinball's get together is going to be in Tennessee. And so I definitely do plan on still coming to that. I'm probably going to head down. I'm probably going to head down to West Virginia. I'm thinking like the 12th. So I have a few days to get some stuff done at the homestead there, and then I'll go to Pinball's get together on the Saturday. So I'm looking forward to doing that actually. Yeah, I'm not giving up my green tea. No, never gonna happen. You know you're a prepper when you get excited about Mylar bags. And I'll tell you, it is so funny. What people don't understand when you chop something off your list, okay? And I'll give you a great example of something happened recently, all right? And you'll find this amusing, I'm sure. So we're sitting there and talking, and me, Mom, and Beck are talking, and Beck was like, I got thinking about something. And I said, okay. She said, well, we got coffee put away, and you got coffee put away. And I go, yeah. She says, you know what I don't have put away? Any creamer. She says, because we get the liquid creamer, we use that. She says, I don't have any creamer put away. She goes, what are we going to do, you know, when something happens? So I went out and, they got the tubs. They're like, like this by this of the creamer that, in powder form, obviously. And so I bought 4 of them and brought them back and said, put these away. But it's simple things like now I have powdered milk. I got a lot of powdered milk, but she wanted to have creamer, for coffee. And so but it's an oversight. Never even thought about it, but it definitely is something to think about. Do you have, you want to keep things in a post event, guys, and I want you to really think about this, okay? In a post event, when a worst case scenario happens, maybe it's to you, your town, your state, worldwide, who knows, whatever it is, you want to have things remain as normal as possible. And it's so simple, but people don't think about that. The fact to be able to have a cup of coffee and put a scoop of creamer into your coffee, okay? You know, oh, that's funny. I had a new YouTube comment and it popped up on here. Uh, just having that for your coffee, psychologically, it makes all the difference in the world. Just like I talked about, being able to take a hot shower at the end of the day, that little psychological thing like that. And I'm going to tell you that to me is not a little psychological thing. That's a huge psychological thing. When I had my other place in the town 20 minutes further south from where we are here now, we had no water on that property. And I had 10 acres down there. And so we had built a 12 by 24 building. We built it ourselves. We eventually built a 10 by 10 room onto that, or 8 by 10. think it was, I don't know, it was something like that. It was an 8 by 10 or a 10 by 10 room. We called that the shower room. It was eventually going to be the bathroom. And so we built that. We set up a rain catchment system, and with a hot water on demand unit, we were able to take a hot shower. And the first weekend that I was there, and after working and being sweaty and crappy and feeling like garbage, to be able to take a hot shower was such an unbelievably huge psychological boost. It was unbelievable. And I just thought at that point, I said, it is the simple things that are going to make a difference in a post event. Simple things. Things that we take for granted right now that we don't even think about. But in a post event, are you going to still build your mother's room into your cabin? Not up here. Not up here. When I build down south in West Virginia, I will build something down there for mom. That's my game plan. So Andrea Schultz says, "I'm lucky. I like my coffee black. Nothing wrong with that. I used to order my coffee black, and what I would tell people, I used to say, I'd like my coffee like my ex-wife's heart, and they would be like, what? I said black and bitter. It was a joke, but and they always thought it was funny. So, like I said, I'm always going to go for the laugh. Always going to go for the laugh, and the look on people's faces when you say that, they're like, oh, okay, just it's amusing. But anyway, those are things that when in a post event that you really should think about. Your creature comforts, what makes you comfortable. And so, I found the coolest thing today. It's called a battery buddy and it holds all kinds of batteries. Oh, that's cool. Kimberly Brick is just saying that. Vlad K, hey Ed, is there any map that you can show all your subscribers are from on the screen? Oh, that would be neat. Yeah, you know what? That would be very, very cool. Maybe I'll have to do something like that. And then I would have people, if you're a subscriber, let me know where you're at, and I could put we could get a map of the world and put it up on the wall, and we could put like pins where people are from. I think that'd be really neat. I think that'd be a really cool thing. Um, but anyway, uh, getting back to this, you know, with everything that is being done, I think there is a purpose and an agenda for everything. And we are easily distracted. There are always distractions constantly going on. Uh, New York City crime went up, especially in Brooklyn. Well, yeah, because like I said, with everything going on down there, it's gotten crazy, and it's not good. It's not good at all. And I'm going to tell you what, everybody should be able to feel safe. Everybody should be able to feel safe. Nobody should be afraid. They should not have to live their life that way. They shouldn't. So it's very, very sad. When you see that, regardless of what neighborhood you live in, you should be able to walk down to the store. Thank you for taking care of that, JJ. Oh my God! So just little petty little games. It's unbelievable. You always have to consider the source. Unfortunately, um, there's unfortunately a tremendous amount of very ignorant people out there, and they think that if they play these little games, it's going to get to you. Not me. Absolutely does not. But I appreciate my, uh, you know, moderators taking care of stuff. You guys are awesome. So the people are so stupid. It just amazes me. If they took half that energy that they use to put into negativity and used it for positive, it would be amazing what they could accomplish. I always said that to people. I said the people that spend so much time trying to get out of work, trying to work the system, try to scam the system, do whatever they can. If they put half the energy of that they put into actually working, it's amazing what they could get accomplished. Anybody, you know. Again, that's why I always say STD. nothing has to happen instantaneously, nothing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to see, you know, like for my West Virginia property, I wanted more progress, and I'll be honest, because it's like I'm a driver. I like to let's get it done, let's get it done, let's get it done. And sometimes you got to realize that you have to work at it again methodically. It's like anything else. There's always stuff that I have to do here at the homestead here in New York, and so I'm kind of focusing on doing that. And when I go to West Virginia, we'll work on things that we can account and take care of down there while we're down there. And it's just slow and steady, and that's kind of where I got to remember that sometimes, because I definitely like to get up and go, you know. So it's just the way it's just the way I am. But when are you going in October? Probably about the 12th, 13th, possibly. I'm not 100% sure what day yet. Um, it's going to take me longer to get down there because I'm taking the camper down on this next trip, and so it's not going to be a quick drive. I can't be banging through like driving like I was normally when I drive down there. So I'm gonna have to go much much slower, and so I figured that's going to probably put at least a conservative guess is going to add 4 hours onto my drive. That's my guess. But I want the camper's making one trip. It's going down there. It's staying down there. It's not coming back to New York. So, um, we'll see how that goes. But so yeah, probably 12th, 13th, something like that. So less than 2 weeks, I'll be heading back down, and wait until the leaves turn in West Virginia. It's beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it, James. I'll be back down there in November as well. Absolutely be back down in November, and looking forward to that as well. Like I said, there's a lot to do, a lot to get done, and I'm just gonna. Is your truck outfitted with a sway bar braking system? No, nope, JJ, it's not. So I was thinking about trying to get that squared away here before I leave, getting sway bars put on there. So we're gonna have to see. Like I said, I plan on babying it down there. I don't care how long it takes. Again, it's making one trip, so we're just gonna get down there. We're gonna get things set up. If I can get the camper in there, work on getting an awning put over the top of the camper. Yes, Dennis is gonna go with me in October. Yep, Dennis is going with me in October. So, is your sister the one who owns a trailer moving to West Virginia? Right now, she is not planning to. She's the one that told me to take the camper down to West Virginia so that I can utilize that while I'm working on stuff down there, which is awesome of her. Um, she's got her own plans of what she wants to do. Right now, my half sister, her full blooded sister, is dealing with cancer, and not good. Not good at all. She just lost her mom this year, and her sister is not doing well. And it's my half sister too, but I don't have anything to do with that sister, and there's a lot of reasons for that. So I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to ever bash anybody when they're down, but she is having, she's fighting for her life right now, and it doesn't look good. So, but so Margie's dealing with that, and so she wants to be there for her sister, and I respect that 100%. But I will always watch out for Margie. Margie is an awesome person, and I will always watch out for her. So you know, she's good people, very very good people, and not saying my other sister's bad. It's not what I'm saying. So we saw things differently, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. And so, but you know That's rough, Ed. My mother had colon cancer and will be having half of her colon taken out in the coming week. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she bounces back from that and does well. So, Tony Blackmoon says, does the camper have a valid tag on it? Yes, it does, Tony. Completely registered, everything done legally. So, there's no issue with that. I would not try to take a camper on that long of a drive without the right paperwork. No, I definitely would not do that. But yeah, so Pamela, who's fighting for their life? My other half sister, Margie's full blooded sister. So um, she's dealing with cancer at the moment, which is not good, and it's bad. And I'm not going to get into details because it's not my business to do so. But so that has been a major distraction for Margie. So you know, sovereign citizens don't need tags. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do the sovereign citizen garbage. Yeah, where do sovereign citizens end up, folks? They end up in jail. And they're usually people that lost their license because of doing stupid stuff in the first place. And then all of a sudden they go, well, now I'm a sovereign citizen and blah, blah, blah. Um, Ed, your voice puts my dog to sleep all the time when I have you on. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, apparently I have a good voice for animals. So, all right, real quickly, guys. I know time is absolutely getting away from us here. I want to do some shout outs really quickly, and then we're going to do We Are Legion after that. But I want to do some shout outs. Obviously, Pinball was in the house here tonight, so I want to give him a shout out. 80K Man, absolutely want to give him a shout out as well. My boy Icky Can up in Canada. So, real good person. So, I definitely would ask for you guys to show him some support as well. Sean James is a great channel up in Canada. Love his channel. Really good information. So it's really cool to see him as well. You have Marfugal News out on the West Coast with Dax and Adam. Good guys. Been on his show a few times. Been a while. I have to give him a call. I'll have to go on his show again. Bizarrizza Jizza, yes, he's going to be putting stuff back up at the end of this month on his series, the Carrington Chronicles. So absolutely, let's show him some support. Go over there and join him. Doug and Stacy, the Angry Prepper, and another couple of good channels. Pinball Preparedness, obviously, talked about him earlier. Green Greg's. Let's see who else. We have Magic Prepper is another one. Alaskan Prepper, Alaskan Granny, Canadian Prepper. It's another good channel. So there's a lot of great channels out there. Um, a lot of places that you can go and get a lot of information. And I think, again, I do believe that we should be supporting each other. So I would ask you to go to these different channels and show them some support and tell them Prepper Nurse One sent you over. Suspicious Observer. We have Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. You know, their Bjorn Hansen is another good channel. He's a real good channel. So there's a lot of really good channels out there. And again, I do believe that we should all be supporting each other, and it's the way to go. It's the way to do it. And North Shore Preparedness is another channel. So St. Bernard Acres, yep, I talked about them earlier. Was he get two shout outs in the same stream? Joe from St. Bernard Acres, who has just done an incredible weight loss. Uh, Real good job. Like I said, lost 69 pounds, so good for him. Congratulations to Joe for doing that. And Mary Greeley News, uh, was it Bushcraft Bear, I think is his name. He's over in La Palma in the Canary Islands, giving daily updates twice a day of what is going on with the volcano. Or if I'm going to say it the way that he says it, the volcano. I love him. The guy, English is not his first language, but he's fun. I like to watch him. He just got so I got to point this out, and like I said, English is not his first language, so obviously Spanish is, um, and so he got new goggles, but he called them what do you call them? Woggles. I think he called them woggles. Is that what I'm trying to remember what he said. I think he called them woggles. The new woggles are very good. So I love the channel, and I'm amused. I get amused easily. So, so instead of calling them goggles or woggles, I think he called them woggles. I think that's what he did. He called them woggles. So, very funny, very funny. But he's given good information on what's going on over with the volcano in the Canary Islands, in La Palma. So very fun. I've just found him recently, and I find him very entertaining. And he's trying to, give updates and let people know what's going on. And I think that that's a really cool thing. So anyway, so let's do this because again, the time is it is amazing how fast the time goes. Yeah, he's better than any news outlet. You're right, exactly. Yeah, he's awesome and he's honest. Thank you, Gigi. And that's exactly it. I like that about him as well. Amazing. So look we got some people jumping the gun here. Philip's jumping the gun. He's putting out Melbourne, Australia. He's trying to be first when I haven't even said it yet. Philip, now we have to wait. We have to be patient until I decide to get back on track. When I get off track, there's just no knowing where it's going to go. But anyway, we are Legion because we are many. We are all over the world. We're all over the United States, all over Canada, South America. Where is everybody from tonight? I'm just giving you a hard time, Philip. Just busting your chops. Where's everybody from tonight? So we had Melbourne, Australia. Philip Hemmings from Melbourne, Australia. We have Mesa, Arizona in the house. Navajo Nation, Arizona. Very cool. Welcome. Maryland in the mountains, Massachusetts, New Mexico, Waterloo, New York, Kepsville, Montana. Probably said it wrong. I apologize. Bumstead, Florida, Littletown, New Hampshire, uh, North Carolina, Nowhere, Oklahoma, Campbell, Missouri, St. Paul, Minnesota, Virginia, Ulster Park, New York, New Mexico, Kansas. Very nice. Mesa, Arizona, North Highlands of California, Edgewater, Florida, Eastern Tennessee. We have Wisconsin in the house, Kansas, let's see, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Las Vegas, Nevada, Wyoming, Pennsylvania, Missouri in the Ozarks, Fayetteville, West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, Lakeland, Florida, West Virginia again, East Tennessee. We have Michigan, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, Northeast Texas. So Angels Camp, California, Northern New York, Alvin, Texas, Inverness, Florida. Yeah, Bushcraft Bear rocks goggles. Yes, he does. Hilarious, but it's so funny. I like the guy. Real, he's real, and that's why I like him. Eckhart, Indiana, Orlando, Florida, Hillsborough, New Hampshire. Let's see, Ocean Park, Washington. We have Florida, BC, Canada. So again, guys, we are all over the world, all over the country. We're a huge network of people. We're a huge family, is what we are. And we are the ones that are awake. Googles? Is that what he called? Googles, not goggles? I'll have to listen to it again. I'll have to go back and listen to it again. I'm not sure exactly how he said it, but I was dying. We got Iowa's in the house, Syracuse, Flat, Florida, Sandusky, Ohio, uh, Repton, Alabama. Vicky Burke made the best comment of the night. Fantastic live stream. Well, thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. You got to have fun, guys. If you, he's got a great mustache. Yes, he's got a great mustache, and it's like all trimmed on the top, and then it goes long. Yeah, he's got the look going. So, but yeah, he's like I said, he's honest. He's trying to help people, give them information, and I think that that's a really, really cool thing. And so, I mean, even though I joke around, yeah, Bushcraft Bear. Yep, there he is right there. JJ just put the link up for him, guys. Definitely go and check him out. And but yeah, he's like I said, he's trying to help people out, and I think that that's an awesome thing. So, but anyway, again, we just got to stay. We got to realize we're the ones that are awake. We're the ones that can make a difference now by trying to help people continue to wake up, which is a good thing. Also, with trying to, when the time comes, help the people that we can help. We're not going to be able to help everybody, and that's a fact. You're going to have to choose who you help and who you don't help. That's kind of tough, you know, especially when every shirt tail relative that you ever saw shows up at your doorstep and says, "Well, hey, we're family. You're not going to help us." No. So, you know, you gotta realize, if people are going to be helpful, absolutely, definitely try to be as helpful as you can be. Or try to add people that are going to add something to your group, not drag you down. Not people that are going to come in and think that they're going to lay on their butts and not do anything, because that's not going to happen. So, that's we got to think about that. Yeah, the Noah boat will only hold so many. You're right. You're right. Terrence Parker Jr. I love his voice. Just subscribe. Make sure you guys are telling him that Prepper Nurse One has sent you guys over. All right. When you subscribe to Bushcraft Bear, leave him a comment. Say Prepper Nurse One gave you a shout out and he sent us over. Like I said, I think the guy's fantastic. He's trying to help people, and that's what I think. At the end of the day, I had somebody that I spoke with today, and they said that myself and a couple other prepper channels were the ones that got them into prepping, and it was because of our advice and telling people, that they should be prepping and stuff like that, that it put him in a much better situation than he was in, and he was thanking me for that. And to me, that is what it's all about. It's making you guys be proactive, not being victims, and helping yourselves. And I think that is so important, so important. And so I think that that's amazing, and it makes me feel good, that they feel that way, that you guys feel that way. A lot of you have said that in the past, but I'm doing it because I want you to survive. We're gonna joke, we're gonna have a good time on here, but I want you guys to survive. Whatever's coming, whatever's going to happen, I want you to be able to reach out, to be able to help other people, to do those type of things. But more than anything else, you need to survive. And so if you're proactive, then you're going to be able to help yourselves. And that's the important thing. So I want to thank my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean, keeping the people that want to try to come in and disrupt things out. You guys are amazing, ladies and gentlemen, that moderate for me. So thank you so much. I really, really, truly appreciate what you guys do. Also, I want to thank all you guys for being here, for all these streams coming in and sitting down and chatting with us all and dealing with all that, and watching me go off on my rabbit trails when I do these streams, because I never stay on topic for very long. So I do apologize for that. It's probably not going to change because that's a reality as well. I just, we get off on, people ask a question, I'll go, oh, that's a good question, and we'll go off on that rabbit trail, and that's okay, and that's what I wanted this to be about. I want this to be a good interacting type of situation. So, um, anyway, remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race, and that's just not lip service. I really truly believe that to be true. We have to stop letting them manipulate us, and I'm saying they, uh, the big business and the government, continue to manipulate us, continue to pit us against each other. If we can get to a point where we stop doing that and realize what the true problem is, it would be amazing what we can accomplish. Really, truly amazing. So stop letting them do it. Okay. Also, remember, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you from reaching your goals, and it doesn't have to be based on prepping, it doesn't have to be based on living off grid. It's whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever goals that you set for yourself, that you want to do, you can do it. And the only one stopping you is you. That's it. So remember that. That's important. Okay. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you have a safe weekend. Continue to prep. Oh, Heather's website, Miss MS Carswell's, Carswells Creations. That is her website for her jewelry. And I will be putting that in the description where I put my email address and everything else. I will get that in there, I promise, for you guys. I'm sorry I haven't done it already. But I get going with other things and I get distracted, so I keep forgetting to put that in there. But I will put her link in there so you guys can check her out, for her jewelry and stuff like that. All right. So anyway, stay the course, continue to prep, be safe, continue to enjoy life, continue to have fun. Don't stop living life just because people want you to be scared. Don't be scared. Continue to do what you do. All right. I will see you guys later. I hope you all have a great night. Prepper Nurse One out for now.